shifts occur at random and without warning.
Perfect.
That guy's bad to the gnome.
Right? I heard he won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, God, please stop.
Oh
No
God,
problem.
please stop.
Shit. Shit.
Isn't that about the appropriate reaction?
Pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Well, there's a bad day right there. Testing. We are broadcasting from the pyramid. Other. Only the director can wield the gun, sword, intentionally left blank. Your application will be processed.
He's not afraid of the fall. He's afraid of...
Shit. Can't let it see me.
It can't be real. Oh, but it looks pretty fucking real.
Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Only the director can bind the service weapon and live, die. This is your ritual challenge. You must choose to be the chosen one.
Thank you very much. Wow, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Wow, thank you.
Okay, but what if it's 3 unbroken hours of improvisational jazz flute?
That he listens to while writing scathing film reviews.
Yeah, and sipping a fish or Americano. Not over yet. Oh God. Okay, one step at a time.
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here. Just hang on.
Don't!
His fear is so strong. If I get near it...
It's no good. We're too heavy.
Shit. What about me?
Alex, are you sure? It could be Celine Dion's greatest hits.
You mean the essential Celine Dion?
She is a Canadian treasure.
Good up, give me a second. I'm going to come up to this again for a moment. For just a second. And I'm going to make a clip of that.
15 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What about the top shelf?
What if it's the original Broadway cast recording of Cats?
At least that'd be ironic.
Stay
Stay
the fuck
the fuck
away from her!
away from him!
Tasty.
Wait, is that the hold list?
We had a cat that just.
Don't freak out. I'm just gonna. Okay, just kidding.
Okay, just kidding.
I'm surprised you got out of there with both your hands.
My life just got a whole lot easier.
I'm thinking that was probably supposed to be an aside. Ah, post-it notes. Lots of post-it notes. And holy crap, that's a lot of post-it notes. To whom it may concern, in case you are not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Sincerely, Jay Bozer, Vice Chief of Staff.
Debrief for Mirror Excursion 7C. Subject is Agent Hardy. Hardy spent approximately 3 hours in the mirror. It's the longest time on record. Can you describe your experience inside, Agent Hardy? Agent Hardy is physically healthy. All tests have come back clean. Yet the speech issue has persisted for hours. Calm down, Agent. It could be psychosomatic, but the fact that this only occurred after returning from the mirror makes a paranatural explanation more likely. I recommend a battery of tests and a Class Orange quarantine.
He's not looking so good today.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices.
All right, chat. Thank you for hanging out and coming back. I appreciate you very much. Let's go jump into Swansong. Play that for a couple hours or so. So, if this is your first time here, you've missed quite a bit. That's okay. I have a video on demand for it. But, yeah. Yes. Yes. Seems the cats had knocked over whatever thing of chocolate I had. Wonderful. Where did the melted chocolate fall? No, there it is. Still super melty because it is still super, super hot in here. But hey, welcome in. Let's have some fun. We get to run around as our dear Ventru. Our elder Ventru was trying so hard to stave off the beckoning that nobody understands or gets. All right. When we last left our intrepid group, MM had done her investigation and convinced her friend Jay to come back with her. Laisha did a whole bunch of investigating and proved that Jay had nothing to do with the Code Red. things are starting to get a little tense. We don't have a complete understanding of everything going on right now. This chocolate's totally melted. And I'm trying to keep it from melting all over everything here. And I can't say I'm having a whole lot of success. Sorry, Jack. Alright, here we go. Back into it we go. Bazori. Ah, blast, chocolate everywhere. It's just that warm in the apartment right now. I would be running the air conditioning, but I have to open up a window. And one last time I opened up a window, Mr. got himself stuck in it. I still haven't figured out how he did it. But he got himself stuck in it and I had to go get him unstuck. So, since then, I've had to essentially run off of mostly just fans. And a not quite so efficient swamp cooler. So, alright, back to it. We're doing Bazori for the first time. We have no idea where we're going. But he has no hunger. He's completely sated. And he has all of his willpower checks even better.
Instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake.
Hello, my child.
My most honored sire. You're wasting your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
Member of the Prime... Oh, God. Good grief. Just to get the... I can't bait him. There's nothing I can do for it. Ugh. I'm not going to auto-lose that either. Thanks, but no.
Sorry to hear it.
Tell me, you haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zhu Feng.
Yes, Zhu Feng. A name that's as delectable as her blood, I'm sure. Ah, you're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Gala Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
Persuasion? Oh, he's trying to persuade me. But I can't do anything about it.
I hope that the prince will allow me to, shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows?
Chatterbox.
Hazel is so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
Go on up, sir.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must end this ever so pleasant conversation. I need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
This beast is money, and it's terrible and awful. But what a pain in the fucking ass he is, too. I'm not even kidding. Oh. We could actually study this one.
Farrell's handwriting. He was trying to contact his associates. This is a handwritten list. These names sound familiar.
Well, well.
Mr. Bazori, can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone to bother him.
Prince's orders.
I see. He's holed up in the server room. You'll need a pass to get in. There's one on his desk.
Thank you.
At least this guy was smart enough.
Is very busy.
This guy was at least smart enough to actually let me in the damn door.
Mr. Bazori, I need to focus.
Sure you do.
If you want to talk, go see Mr. Leto.
This room is interesting, to put it mildly. Better than cool and interesting for me to find. 10-year report on mortal evolution and environmental degradation. Wow. Overpopulation, the spreading of waste. Things that are going to basically annoy vampires. Hematology and biochemistry. Don't have enough education to make any sense of it.
Blood tests from the Red Salon.
Red Salon's an interesting place. I wonder if we're going to get an opportunity to visit it. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if we did.
It's gonna be a long night.
Good evening. The Prince wants this floor under surveillance. I'm carrying out orders.
You'd think I'd have a connection to Lito's room, but no. I can't even go downstairs. Wonderful. Let's go get a pass, find out what's going on, shall we? If you came in while I was playing Graft, I apologize for not being the most interactive of hosts. Okay, so apparently everything I need is somewhere on this friggin' floor. That's awesome. So there's a pass on his desk, and I just simply walk past it without realizing it.
What? Ross didn't make his report.
Nope.
That looks like the key to a safe.
High security key. Okay, that one.
Kai's office. The key card must be in there.
We're stepping up security on every floor.
Good for you. Okay. Looks like a list of people being checked out. For what? Don't know, because I don't have the education score. No technology to hack it with. Okay. No security code to put in. Even better. We'll take the card to the server room. Post-it notes everywhere. God, that feels like me some days. I have like a whole giant pad of post-it notes just for that.
Please keep it down.
I love these mortals.
I'm working on something important.
I believe you. Doing anything with that at all, period.
A list of ingredients and side effects.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The prince needs more than that. I hope you've got it.
You want details?
Tell me what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The prince's child, Miss Sellers, contacted me. The Hartford Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them. Less than 20 minutes later, we received the code red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Who sounded the alert?
A man named Wu. Ever heard of him?
Doesn't
A
sound familiar.
retainer. One of Jason Moore's bodyguards.
Moore, the asset manager. What was he doing at the unification party?
He was supposed to answer technical questions about the financial viability of the agreement. Moore is good at hiding our kind trafficking. He's one of them, after all.
And you're the one who received the Code Red, personally.
It arrived directly here. It's authentic. I verified it.
Anything that could be of interest to the Prince?
I'm working on it. Jara Drury is the expert, not me. If only she was here.
Jara.
Any movement with the Anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance. You know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them.
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
Yeah, love the change in
Never
look.
have trusted those damn warlocks.
He does a really good job of holding that sour look.
Any sign of Jara?
Nothing at all. And that's not good. According to the protocol, she should have been there early. If they got hit, she would have been first in line.
Lovely.
There's one thing we haven't considered. The Crimson Oaks.
I've heard of them. Hooray. I'll take my free
They
success.
were behind the Quincy Market attack, weren't they?
I don't have any proof. We just caught a thin blood who wanted to trap the prince, and who told us about them. Apparently they're new in town, but Miss
Why would a thin
Aurora
blood be
thinks
that
he's giving
dumb?
us the runaround.
Did you look into it?
I tried, but I didn't have the resources to discover anything else.
Leave no stone unturned.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit. What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Whoa. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
The party was indeed attacked. Apparently it was a real bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Yeah. Well,
this is a critical moment for us.
he's a
I have
Nosferatu.
summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Call
think...
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Oh! Excuse me!
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That's enough, Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for childish displays of discontent. Caleb, the Code Red was sent by Wu. Go to Moore's and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring Moore back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like to speak to him very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this, so gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Delson, see if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the cane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dejan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
What's there?
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of sugar.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her, at the very least.
No, you will remain here. Goes alone.
Why don't you send Dijon instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dijon has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing.
Hey, Sion, welcome in.
You'll do.
You haven't really missed much. We're only back just a few minutes in.
It's high time you learned to trust her.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent
Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you nothing. Delson, escort them out. The session is adjourned. You all have your instructions.
Ooh. Nice. Let's just throw that down there. That's awesome. Generally speaking, princes are usually are a little bit more wise than to piss off their Primogen outright. Alright, so Chatterbox, -10 success rate and intimidation tie. Lovely. You learned why Beryl Underwood wants to see Caius Leto. You could have learned more about the investigation. I'd like to know where, or if I just simply didn't have the skills. That's okay, we still got XP to spend, and I will take it. Thank you very much. Alright, which vampire do we want to follow for this next part? Do we want to go hang out with MM? With Gila Bazori, or with Leisha? I'm good with any of these. I mean, to be fair, MM has had the most screen time. Leisha has had the second most screen time, and Bazori has had the absolute least. But I still got XP with him, even if he was only, what, 10 minutes, 12 minutes of screen time? At any rate, who would you like to see? MM. After the Code Red was issued, Hazel Iverson, the Prince of Boston, mobilized all of her resources to try to understand the extent of the danger. The unification agreement is in danger. Faced with mounting doubt and suspicion from both sides, MM must meet with Deneb Osborne to clarify the situation and ensure the alliance still stands. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I could kind of explain that for you. In Vampire the Masquerade, you have 13 clans, although not all of them belong to the Camarilla. Although some people will pronounce it Camarilla, and characters even in this game pronounce it both ways. The Nosferatu, as a clan of vampires, are essentially racked with an outer ugliness to match some inner ugliness, so that they're kind of like the same sort of thing. But how that ugliness manifests is different from each Nosferatu. So, like, for example, he had, like, no nose and a bunch of other things that made him look more zombie-like. But he's clearly Clan Nosferatu. MM is Clan Toreador. They're the artists, although it would be unwise to underestimate them just because they're into art. But they have powers of presence, senses, and speed. Definitely things not to mess around with. Gala Bazori here, he's a Ventru, which is essentially referred to as the Blue Bloods. These are the vampires that are generally the nobles, the ones who are born to lead and to command. Leisha is Malkavian, or Malkavian, depending again on how you want to pronounce it. All Malkavians have some form of insanity, but their insanity tends to lead to some strange moments of wisdom and clarity. So Leisha gets visions. She's already had one premonition in the game so far, possibly two. So that makes things interesting. Gala Bazori has to go to Jason Morrison to find out what happened and try to bring more back to the prince to find out what's going on. Leisha has been sent to the scene of the party to go investigate. She hopes to find her psychiatrist, Richard Dunham and Miley, the prince's child, at that scene. So to kind of put this into perspective, Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, we're getting up there, essentially has introduced a new concept into the game that didn't exist before, which is the Second Inquisition. Vampires have been very good about maintaining the masquerade and been hiding themselves from mortal eyes and mortal governments and agencies and things like that. But enough people made enough mistakes that they're no longer as hidden as they used to be. And as a result, they're now more actively hunted by a group that calls itself the Second Inquisition, which is likely mostly the Society of Leopold, like the, as in the original Inquisition. But government agencies have also basically stepped in and given them a little bit of help and assistance, which makes them pretty terrifying. And the Second Inquisition has already swept through London. That did what's referred to as the Fall of London, as they essentially found and executed virtually every vampire in London, which just basically scared the crap out of the rest of the vampires as a whole. They're broken up into different sects or different groups. You've got the Camarilla, which was the original group of people that kind of band together for mutual protection, maintain the traditions of vampires, and basically try to take care of things as they've always done for centuries. Then you have the Anarchs, which are essentially unaffiliated groups, except maybe to themselves, who don't want to basically follow the rules of the Camarilla, but don't want to be bloodthirsty like the third group, which is the Sabbat. And the Sabbat are what you like to call, I suppose you could call them evil vampires, but that's assuming you can assign good and evil to some of these groups, because it's a little bit more shaded than that. Some of the Camarilla are good guys, some of them are bad guys, some of the Sabbat might be good guys, most of them are not. Most of them are really bad guys. The Sabbat know that their progenitors, the Antediluvians, the most powerful of all vampires, are waiting to awaken and destroy the world soon. And the Sabbat wants to do everything in their power to stop that from ever happening at pretty much any risk. But even they are not dumb enough to try to go take on the whole Second Inquisition to do it. They're right now just more interested in roaming around the Middle East to go find their progenitors and kill them. Does that help? There's some of this explanation in the game. I can pull it up for us if we want to see it. But still kind of comes down to, do we want to go hang out with MM, the Toreador? She's got some decent investigation skills. Bazori, who we haven't got to do much with at all. Or Leisha, who's having premonitions and has a child with her. Great. I'm glad it helped. The Vampire the Masquerade's been around for a long time. It's got a bit of a reputation. A whole group of teenagers literally lost their mind, thought they were vampires right out of the role-playing game, killed their parents, tried to drink their blood, and tried to pretend, or in some cases, one person was definitely not pretending, he was just who truly believed he was a vampire. Couldn't figure out why mortal authorities were locking him up, and just waiting for other people to, other vampires to come and rescue him from his dire situation. Still, it's a fun game, and I've been playing it for the 20-some-odd years it's been around. You vote for Leisha? All right. Anybody else want to throw a vote in for which character they want to see? How about you, Seon? Got any suggestions? Otherwise, we'll go with Leisha. But yeah, if you do have any questions about the setting or the characters or anything weird that comes up, well, I can stop and give you a good explanation. All right. Let's go with Leisha. All right. Looks like this entire thing is going to be just her. Interesting. Alright, we have XP to spend. Right. So this is the character sheet. Each dot basically represents an ability. Most of the things in the game have a difficulty. If you exceed it, you win. If you tie it, you could use focus and spend willpower to try to get a higher level to make it work out better. If you tie, the game there's a random chance that you'll succeed or fail, depending. All of these different things have different things like education. You either know it or you don't. Deduction is lets you basically get extra clues. Security, pick locks, break security. Technology is for like hacking equipment. Rhetoric is a kind of a social thing where you could let's just say that you're better at some of the more interesting aspects of conversation. Intimidation, exactly what it sounds like. You're scaring people. Persuasion, but you just want to do this. It's what makes most sense. Psychology, of course, is getting into their head. These are the overall scores for things, which give different benefits as you raise them up. But then we also have disciplines, which are vampire powers. Personally, I think we need a higher level of Auspex because the ability to break through some hidden items can be done through Auspex. If I'd had a second point of Auspex at our first scene, I probably could have found a couple extra clues. Considering where we're going, I think that's probably the makes the most sense. Obfuscates the ability to stay supernaturally hidden from people. This level will let us hide objects from people, which may or may not be helpful. Dominate is literally forcing people to your will on a supernatural level. It's not intimidate, it's more of a, I am your master, you will do what I tell you. And they're like, I will do what you tell me. So we could basically spend points in, multiple directions. We have 75 XP to spend right now, which you can see some of these are really, really pricey. So, cool stuff. I personally want to spend at least 25 XP on psychometry so that we can actually get more information from things, which is useful for her and her premonitions. So I know I'm going to spend some points there. That's true, but 5th edition is a mildly different rule set than V20, but it's along similar lines. It's also a video game, so they're going to make some changes. I mean, this isn't exactly the most complete character sheet, but they didn't want to have to get into every single thing. Makes sense to me. But I think we're going to do this one because we really should, because we need it. And then beyond that, I'm not sure. Where do you think we should spend some points? We're doing an investigation right now, so it might not hurt to do education, maybe technology or security. Not sure. What do you guys think? More skills, more powers? The powers are pricey though, just for the record. Just get eat up all what's left of our XP if we buy another power. The skills are a little bit less expensive, but only to a point. The attributes basically give us extra bonuses later on. For like, if you're in a tie for a dialogue, it helps determine whether or not you're going to win or lose. Focus is the ability to spend more willpower to make boost up your skill rating a notch, or 2, or 3. If you're willing to spend that much, it's a lot to spend sometimes, though. I've already noticed that. If you win in a dialogue, you get some willpower back. There are some items that give us willpower back also. But you need willpower in order to even do a dialogue and try to end with any hope of getting somewhere with it. So, just little things to think about. Right now, her mental 3 gives us a 58% chance of winning a tie, and the focus cost of mental skills are less, like these. So. What are we thinking for this last 50 points? 50 points. 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 50 Personally, I think a point of education would definitely do us some good. Technology and security, pick locks, but I mean, we're headed into where the party was, where there was apparently a bloodbath. So, stealth, we basically have through obfuscate. If we want to spend almost the entirety of the rest of our points, we could bump our stealth up higher, just in case. Or we could come in and do like deduction, education, technology, or security to give us a little bit more of an edge in investigating. I don't know how much talking we're going to really be doing, but I could be surprised. I have no idea. It's my first playthrough, so I have no idea what to expect in this next scene. So many different directions to go in. Joys of an RPG. Depends on the skill, so like the point of education is 10 points. Bumping up our deduction is 30. These are going to cost 30, 30, 10 to get intimidation, 30, 30. We have 50 to spend. So we could bump up one of these to a 2, and then maybe one of these to a 1. Although some of the skills I've been running into have required like 2s and 3s, which is annoying. But not much I can do about that. Or, like I said, we could make her more stealthy. Because I'm buying that point of Auspex. That's just going to happen. Yeah, I definitely want that point of education. Which one? Technology or security? Technology lets us hack computers, and security lets us pick locks and open safes. I don't know that we're going to run into people to intimidate, and we do already have dominate. But that'll make us hungry. Hunger is bad. Potentially. Because then you might kill somebody. But definitely the point of education for sure. Certainly came in handy last scene. Now, it's only 4. You don't necessarily have to spend all of the XP now. We can actually hold on to some for the next scene and spend some later. I'm just debating between technology and security, to be honest. The point of education was a given. Or we could bump up physical or social to give us a little bit more of a boost. Though I still think that one of these is going to be better for what we're working on. Or even bump education up to 2 or deduction up to 2. I'm thinking security for what we're getting ourselves into. And then just hold on to the last 10 points for the next go round. But besides, it's not like we can't replay the game if it comes right down to it, because I don't think you can act. I know for a fact that there are 2 secret endings and 8 regular endings, so it's a safe assumption we're going to play through at least one more time. We're going to where the vampires were going to a party to celebrate the coming together of 2 different groups. It's a safe assumption there was supposed to be a pretty high level of security, but I don't know if it's security in terms of regular mundane security or technological security. Because this is essentially hacking, and this is essentially picking locks. That's a good question. I really have no idea what we're going to get into. I haven't looked anything up on this game. I haven't read any guides. It's a blind playthrough. The only thing we know for sure is we're going to a place that's supposedly a bloodbath where a lot of people were killed, and we need to go find 2 people and try to bring them back alive. That's possible. We'll run into people who want to try to kill us. It's not outside the realm of possibility here. So intimidation may not necessarily be a wrong choice either, but there you go, technology. It seems like a good plan. Why the heck not? We get it wrong, we get it wrong.
Mom, have you ever been here before?
No. This place is a rental pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No. That's what we are here to find out. But we have to be very careful. Do you remember our rules for when we go out?
Yes. I become invisible and don't touch anything.
That's a big girl attitude. You can walk around as long as you don't stray too far.
And if there's any sign of trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here.
Oh dear.
Shit. That's a bad sign.
That is a bad sign.
Remember what we said. No wandering off.
Yes.
You're collected Laisha's embroidered handkerchief, consumable, pouch of treated blood.
Where are you, Richard?
Ooh, I want to see what I got there. Laisha's embroidered handkerchief. Chance of success skills plus 10% in a tie. Risk of opponent focus is reduced by half. In dialogue, suspicion increases by 2 for every focus bonus point. Huh. Polaroid photo restores 2 willpower. Pouch of treated blood eliminates hunger plus 1 obfuscate for the scene, but increases your suspicion because it's from the prince's personal reserve. And Jar Jar's notebook. Cool. Good stuff. Alright.
I'll still go and relieve a colleague later.
Yeah, we're all gonna need breaks and breathers.
I've never seen anything like it, have you?
I've had to exhume a few old bodies over the years, but I never thought I'd stumble across a cemetery full of them in an apartment downtown.
Well, I can't stealth for some reason, so I'm assuming we're just gonna have to persuade them.
Stop! You can't come through here!
Hi, I live in the building and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them.
Summaries are prohibited if you don't have the right ID, but you can always enter through stealth, or a different form of stealth. Obfuscate. Mask of 1,000 face allows you to copy a character's general appearance. A new appearance may give you access. However, you can't impersonate a specific character. Once an appropriate appearance has been copied, you must go to a safe zone in order to put it on. Alright, well that's gonna be a little expensive.
Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot.
I'm gonna take a lucky stab at the dark and guess it's this dressing room. What a shocker.
This should do the trick.
Sorry, but we got a full house. Officers tripping over each other already.
Only forensics is allowed in the crime scene.
And the feds, of course.
No sweat. It was just in case you needed help. I should find a uniform I can use to get in.
That is annoying.
We can't let you through.
We've got orders.
I hurt you the first time. So, I wasted my time with that. Wonderful.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guys. You're taking over the investigation, and we'll put all the stabbing victims in crates and send them out to the balcony.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what happened? It's gotta be some kind of cult, right?
At the moment, we're more inclined to think it's a terrorist organization.
Again?
The fuckers. Don't worry. We're used
Can't cross it while I'm stealthed. I'm annoyed. We're just gonna keep getting hungry. That's going to annoy me even more.
Body bags. What could that mean?
Nothing good. Nothing good ever comes from finding body bags. Especially from a place that is supposed to be full of vampires. Alright.
Richard. He sensed me. He's here. But something's wrong.
Alright, let's try this outfit instead.
Good evening, officer.
Gentlemen. I just got here. Can you fill me in?
I've never seen anything like it. It's a real bloodbath in there.
Do we know what happened?
Captain Paulson thinks it looks like some kind of goddamn cult.
Well, sure.
But I've heard the feds talking about terrorists.
Oh look, deduction. I'll take it.
The feds are here already?
They showed up the minute we got here. We didn't even get a chance to see everything.
How'd they get here so fast?
They know who did it, obviously.
Do you really think it's terrorists?
It's weird, but hey, it could be. There are guys who are burned to a crisp, dismembered, beaten to a pulp. With those guys, you can expect anything these days.
Hello, love. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurch.
What do we know about all these bodies?
Those are the ones we can take down already. The ones that were stabbed in the chest need to be put in crates and moved to the balcony.
Stabbed
the
in
feds will process
chests.
them. We are not allowed to touch them.
Stabbed how?
Looks like some kind of sacrifice. They all got stabbed in the heart, it looks like. But if you want to make yourself useful, go see Paulson.
Where is he?
You just missed him. He just went into the living room.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna take a look
I
around.
got a feeling they're staked. Which basically means that they're alive, but paralyzed. Don't need to feed yet.
Sorry, but I'm busy.
Good for you.
Casings everywhere. All of them large caliber.
And there's a big freaking hole in the wall. Anybody else find that a little weird? Or is it just me?
We're not gonna be done for a while.
With certainty. Mm-hmm.
Ugh! There's so much blood.
Beastly urges +2.
I sense you're losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom, are you feeling all right?
Yes. Don't worry about me, Pumpkin.
The beast.
Mom, please?
In a confrontation, oh jeez. No miss allowed. Oh god. In a confrontation, you must fight to convince the other person. The result of a confrontation has an impact on how the rest of the story will play out. The result of a confrontation, stages. A confrontation has a certain number of stages. The number depends on the goal. Each stage ends with a win or a miss. Miss. There's a maximum number of misses allowed for each. If you exceed, you lose. Shit. I gotta take on that. Shit!
I'm going to be
Calm your
sick.
beast.
All this blood, it feels so strong.
No miss allowed.
She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
Shit. I'll spend some points to try to succeed on this one. 58% chance of success. Why is it exactly the same no matter what I do? Great. Going for psychology. 58%. Oh, thank God.
I don't like it either, Sugar Fangs. But your mother has a job to do. You understand?
To win a confrontation is make it to the final stage and win. Now, in the case of a miss during the final stage, the stage is repeated until it is either won or lost.
If you're scared too, then why don't we just leave?
Stage lost?
Hazel asked me to do this.
How did I lose?
Hazel. She lets me come with you. But there are too many people here. And they're all torn and broken.
We have no choice.
Can't you feel all that blood everywhere? Are we going to be hungry like this the whole time?
We'll figure something out. Say, I was thinking, we haven't played a game together in ages.
I know. I miss our games.
Why don't you think up a riddle for Mom to solve?
Okay.
Hunger like that? Not now. Not here.
You're kidding me.
Blood. Kinds were killed here. Somebody spilled wine here.
Costs nothing to turn Auspex on, so we're gonna do that to find extra clues.
A vessel with more holes in him than a junkie.
Boy.
We're off to a good start.
What in the world?
It's going to take a while.
Might be an understatement. Looks like I can track something. At the risk of making myself too damn hungry.
The mayor's gonna be breathing down our necks.
Why don't you ask the captain?
Lovely. You're not gonna let me go by yet. That's great. And I'm already getting hungry, and I've only got just a little bit left. Oh, I need to go feed somebody.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation. So don't touch a thing. Put all the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of them. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard and fast.
All said and done, it's probably better that the feds are handling this case. They have more resources to solve it.
Yeah, and the means to analyze everything we've already taken out to them on the balcony.
Ugh.
Looks like it was made by a shotgun blast. And we're not talking 12 gauge, but something bigger. Someone wanted to make sure there would be no survivors.
Hip hip hoorah.
Sorry, but I'm busy.
Of course you are. Who isn't super busy right now? This kind of a crime scene? That's insanity.
LR3. There was a container here earlier. LR3.
Oh, fuck me, I gotta feed.
Smells burnt. Hey, Central Dispatch sent me over to help.
Captain Paulson, but you can call me Chief.
Sure thing, Chief.
Right. You heard the orders? Everything we find at the scene needs to be shown to the feds.
Got it, Chief.
And the balcony is off limits.
Whoa. Whoa. Thank God.
But you don't seem too thrilled about that? Am I wrong?
Is it so obvious, officer? It's the first time in my entire career, and 30 years is a long time, that I feel like we're babysitting a crime scene.
Babysitting?
We've been ordered to secure the premises, lend our experts, and not ask any questions.
I need to feed or I'm gonna kill
outside?
somebody.
The feds got here first. It's their rodeo. They secured that area to store whatever they decide to collect.
To get here that fast, they must have known.
What they'd find. Exactly. Good point, officer. Usually, they show up after us if it's a new case, right? Because we're the ones who call them.
But that wasn't the case this time.
Not at all. They even seemed annoyed to see us show up. But then they must have thought it's nice to have help processing the scene and collecting evidence.
Oh, all right. So, what do we know so far?
Lots of Vicks. It has all the makings of a drug deal gone bad.
He's not buying it. But you have your doubts?
I do.
Oh boy.
There's too many things that don't add up.
Oh
like
boy.
What, Chief?
Bodies in accelerated decomposition. Even some skeletal remains.
Great. Final death vampires.
Kindred were destroyed.
My hunch is that the feds are investigating a cult. But it's none of our business.
That's one way to put it.
Thanks for walking me through it, Chief.
You report it to them if you find anything suspicious. Okay? I don't need their kind of trouble.
I need to feed. But I need to find a safe place. I'm not talking to her yet. God, blood everywhere.
What's going on?
Oh shit.
I can sense your hunger. What's going on?
Stop moving!
It's starting again.
Mom, are you okay? Do you feel weird too?
We've already had that talk, Halsey, my love. Don't look at it. So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got...
I'm listening.
Shit!
It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle...
I have no idea if the child's real or
I fear
fake.
the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
Can you repeat that, Sugar Fangs?
I fear the sun more than anything, and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
Any ideas? I fear the sun more than anything. Mortals have been fighting for me forever. If they catch me, they put me in a box. I know. Death. It's death.
That's an easy one. It's death. The vessels put it in a box, in the dark.
You were overthinking it, Mom. That's not it.
Overthinking? Really? You are a clever girl. Not death, then.
Why do I get the feeling we're going to be reloading it?
It's kept in the fridge, and the vessels don't like it. That's a pretty good one, don't you think?
Oh, wow. You were so right. I was way off. Halsey scores 1 more point.
And 0 for Mom.
But I haven't said my last word. I'm not giving up.
Are you feeling funny too? Are you hungry?
I'm almost done, okay? Let's just keep playing.
Shit, I'm gonna kill somebody.
It's too strong. Damn it!
Okay, good. I found a safe zone. Thank God. I just gotta go find somebody to beat on them.
Can someone come and bag a briefcase in the kitchen?
A briefcase? Shit out of luck. I'm out of large-size evidence bags. We got backup on the way. They'll have some.
A briefcase?
What is it?
It's a small suitcase. We put important papers in, Pumpkin.
Let's go find somebody we can go crunch on and hopefully not fucking kill them in the process. Looks like I could feed on him. Do I really want to go feed on the captain? I mean, really? Just seems unwise. Nevertheless, I gotta go feed on somebody.
Doesn't look like the ammo for our surgical strikes.
But I don't see anybody else immediately handy.
Come with me over there.
All right.
Please don't kill him. Oh, that thing is way too sensitive, man. Oh my god. Experienced choleric residents. Experience bonus. Disciplines. Oh, good. How much more hungry do I want to make myself already? Too many people to track, and it's not enough to get away with it. Shh. Alright, let's go track this first one.
Imagine how much the repairs are gonna cost.
So?
A reinforced container.
A photocopier and some office supplies.
Locks from
no
the
corpses
outside.
Anywhere?
Not common just
room without a body. But it sure smells like death in here.
Of course, now other people come by that are going to fed on more safely.
Did you get a look at what they took out to the balcony?
No, everything is boxed up.
Oh, what's this?
an illusion to conceal the door.
Why would somebody do that, Mom?
My thoughts exactly. They might have been trying to hide something.
Glad I bought that extra point.
Wow, what the hell happened here?
Yeah.
That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections. A donor shot full of lead. She's wearing a Red Salon vessel's uniform. I remember now. It's the effects of the drugs that Richard gives them to enhance their flavor.
Yay. What? How much hunger do you plan on giving me today?
Really drained.
I need to find another safe spot if I want to go feeding on somebody.
He's dead. With gear like that, he's gotta be one of the men who hit us. SAD.
SAD.
They even gave themselves a name.
Let's take a look at that. Not seeing anything else on the guy.
Oh shit.
Help me. Mom? Is somebody there?
Stay where you are, honey.
Oh shit.
Leisha, help me.
That's Richard's servant. Natasha, keep your voice down. There are still people here. Shit. You don't look so good.
Great. Lovely. Wonderful.
What did they do to you?
I just gotta be careful because too much hunger and I'll have to go find somebody else to feed on again.
I was with a vessel
Or drink the prince's blood and potentially get
Carmen.
orked.
I was able to conceal the door behind us, but it was too late for Carmen. We were followed. But I got that son of a bitch.
So you did.
Did you see what went down here?
I was in the living room. There was a wall of fire on the balcony.
With flamethrowers from the roof.
They
That's bad.
blew out all the walls. It came from all sides. They know who we are. They were shouting out numbers, checking off a list.
Were they looking for us?
Yes, they were. They know how to identify us.
Great. Second Inquisition then.
Miley, have you seen her?
She was... yeah. Went out to smoke. I...
Take it slowly. Do you know where Richard was?
In a big bedroom.
Listen, the police and the feds are still here. Just hang in there until they leave and...
Too late. It's too late.
Shit.
Richard will be proud of you.
Mom?
Yes, Pumpkin. It's all right.
We're still gotta figure out the rest.
Oh, it's worse than I thought. But Hazel will be able to get us out of here.
sheet. So, they have a way to identify us. Pretty sure I don't want to taste that blood. It'd be great to be able to track it, but I don't think that... I mean, I would get a resonance out of it. Resonance is the new mechanic. Certain blood with certain types of thing in it gives a sort of resonance, and resonance gives you a bonus to other things. It's not that you can't feed off of her, it's more of a respect thing. It's like, I'm not gonna feed off of another vampire servant. I don't have their permission. Oh good, I found a new safe room. Okay, good, so I can feed off somebody again if I have to. So this scent here that we're tracking must be Miley. Because it comes from that room, down here, to the fireplace, and then it goes out and leaves. Oh, I don't have enough to do it. Shoot. Aspects of 3. I'll have to do it on another playthrough. Oh, not talking to Halsey. Just don't see anything good coming out of talking to her just this moment.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
I didn't try to go in, thanks.
There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck.
Cherry lip gloss. Somebody I can feed on. I'm gonna guess you're not gonna let me cross yet, are you?
Sorry, only forensics can go in there.
Apparently there's no copying them at the moment.
It's the code for a body they must have picked up. A vessel. Dead. A bracelet. No, that's a broken handcuff.
Not seeing anything else. Bullet holes probably in place.
Given how upscale the place is, I'm sure it was a question of cost.
Don't break anything. The owner's gonna be thrilled.
Don't have the code for that. At least not that I found yet.
What do we have here?
Tons of evidence. Do you know if the team from Forensics LPU has shown up yet?
No, I don't.
I need them to process the briefcase I found. And the invoice that was with it.
An invoice?
Yeah, for some glass tubes. Address to some warehouse over on Sellers Street.
Lovely.
Shit. There's a red salon in that district. We've got to hand it all over to the feds. I can do it if...
I already gave them the address. They'll probably send a team to investigate when they're done here.
I've got to warn Hazel.
Lovely.
was literally blown apart.
Yeah. That's the only way I'm getting into that. Myself hungry again.
Unit 5, be careful. Target headed for the hallway.
Copy that. We...
Unit 5, do you copy? Unit 3, go!
Oh, shit!
Here!
Base, target 49, immobilized. I repeat, target 49, immobilized at 048.
Great. At least it doesn't cost anything to do that. Well, I'm gonna need to feed again very, very soon. Now's probably better than later.
Of course.
Why are we making this so hard on you? Probably because we're super hungry. Can't go all the way to the end. If you do, they die. And I don't feel like leaving bodies today. But hey, cutting my hunger back down to 5 is only, only for the better. Probably get another resonance. Talent gained. Controlled hunt. Nice. I'll take that. Plus 1 additional hunger eliminated on a controlled hunt. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very good. Ooh.
We're gonna need backup.
Too bad. It's alright. You're a stronger kitty than I gave you credit for. Knocked over a tablet. That's alright. Oh geez, took her all the way out here.
I won't be sad when we're through with this.
Bodies and so little blood.
I'm going to assume at some point I'm going to need to copy a federal officer's uniform so I can get out to the balcony. It's a safe assumption. I think it's a safe bet.
Come on. Our hands on deck can't hurt.
What's happening? What's happening to you?
Mom.
Yes?
Come on, please.
Too much blood.
Please don't touch anything.
Right, because you're not.
Sorry, I haven't finished bagging this sample.
Alright, so I can't get past you until I let's go to Halsey again.
Where are you taking me, Pumpkin?
I told you I'd be a big girl, but it's really hard. I really don't feel good. Not even a tiny bit. It's all this blood.
Me either, Pumpkin. It's not easy.
Here we go again.
Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, Pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
Grandsire. If Hazel Iverson.
Could you repeat that, please?
If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child. Well, if you're the sire and she's your sire, if the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson? It's gotta be her child. Unless I'm overthinking it.
Let me think on it a moment.
I guess.
I would be her child.
Oh, you figured it out. That was a hard one, too.
Success.
You're not disappointed, are you?
No. I'm happy
I was
that you're
overthinking
so
it.
good at riddles.
So are you, Sugarfangs.
I love it when we play this game.
So do I, Pumpkin. It's so much fun. And we feel better.
Palmed
Timeout
Beast,
is
-2.
over
Thank
Let's
God.
go.
We're really
Polite
close
conversation
to Richard,
achievement. Very
but
nice.
I don't want to see him.
Halsey, so you've been hearing him too, and you didn't say anything.
I know he doesn't like me.
Problem is like if I focus, she focuses. It's automatic. No matter what I do, her score always matches. Blah. It's one of those things that makes you wonder whether Halsey is actually real or not. She could literally be a manifestation of Leisha's own madness, a form of schizophrenia. But if you read the description of Leisha and Halsey, there's a different implication. Because Halsey is the child of Dr. Richard. Richard's generation is 10. Halsey's is 11 and Leisha's is 12. So it kind of implies that Richard embraced Halsey, who embraced her mother. Implied. But it doesn't actually state it. Because it won't tell you who Leisha's sire actually is. Keeps it interesting.
What could possibly make you think that?
He doesn't want you to take care of me. He says it out loud all the time.
Listen to me, Halsey. What matters most is that I love you, don't you think?
Yes, I guess so.
Then we need say nothing more. I don't have to tell him you're here. Getting him out of this mess is already doing him a favor. It won't take me long. Just wait for me here.
Yes, Mom. I will.
We've got to keep it up.
Safe zone found. Hooray. And the dialogue reward. Double hooray. And my hunger's under control. Triple hooray. Thank God. It's getting to be a little bit much.
I have to find Richard. Richard.
Staked. With a symbol. She pulls it, he wakes back up. But is that wise? Guess we're gonna find out.
Take it slow. They sure did a number on you.
Dad says I blame him for not wanting it.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me. I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals aren't afraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Shut your mouth.
What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass. All of us.
So, they found us.
Time to jump to stage 3. Run for your life.
There might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley. But I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
You ass.
I don't want you to go back to sleep at the Institute. Please don't leave me all alone again.
Son of a bitch. Why make this easy for me, right? I could only tie him. That's the best I can do. But I absolutely can't beat him in psychology. There's no chance in hell. The best I could get is a tie with a 44% chance of failing, but if he focuses even 1 point, it's a loss, automatically. God damn it. I came for you, asshole. Oh, you bastard.
You didn't show up at the Elysium. I thought you might need help.
Now, isn't that ironic? The doctor needing help from the patient.
But I was right, was I not?
Yes. That's not the question. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
And you're...
She cares about me.
What?
I don't see why you.
Does she care about you? Or about your premonitions?
Well, that's an automatic. I'll take it. Glad we bought that education point. Thank God.
That argument doesn't hold water. Hazel's not the first person to take an interest in our gifts. Princes have always sought glimpses of tomorrow to better rule their domains. Take Quentin King, for example.
Yes, I know. She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Not a damn thing. Let's hear what Halsey has to say first.
Mom, you're not going to tell him about me, right? He never wants us to be together.
She said I should make my own decisions. I think that's the smartest option. Because it doesn't bring up Halsey, but it kind of deflects away from the prince making it into an order.
She believes that Halsey should be under my care.
Never mind.
Proof of point.
And that I alone should decide what's best for her.
Don't tell me.
She's here with you.
Of course she's with me. I couldn't just leave her.
Oh, this is just getting better and better.
You want to put that fucking steak back in your heart?
Emergency kit at the prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose once we're back there. That should be enough to get you back to the institute.
Go to hell.
You see? I knew it. He's always scolding us.
Well, he won't focus, but it's only a 46% chance of success. It's gonna take another playthrough to really be able to get through this game, isn't it? What do we think? Do we want to take a risk at 46%? You can only focus up to them. Shit. Shit. Well, I've got the willpower to blow, but...
I never promised that I wouldn't ever go back. But first, I need to finish what I came here to do.
That's not how it works. You can't just interrupt your treatment whenever you feel like it.
Richard! I'm fine.
Since I can't diagnose it, I'll take your word for it. Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
Go ahead, go yell at the prince, because that's just so safe.
That's not what
You want me to
Good
trust
call,
you,
Sam.
but you
Good
don't
call.
trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you. Here, with this, you should be able to temporarily impersonate anyone.
Ooh. I'll take it. Resonance. Trait gained, elusive. Temporary trait. Temporarily grants the doppelganger power. Okay. Allows the vampire to steal someone's identity. Generates 2 hunger. And impersonate that person, but you must speak to the target so they can be stolen. Can only be activated in a save zone. Activation guarantee generates no hunger. Make sure not to run into the target after.
I'll find Miley and catch up to you, okay?
She was with me when they attacked us.
She was?
Yes, she was injured, but she managed to escape down the hallway. I heard them capture her. I can still sense her. She's hurt. But she's still here.
Thank you. Come on, we don't have a minute to spare. Oh, and tell them they have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
We should expect a second attack there. I must inform the court. Be careful. I'll be counting the minutes until you return to us.
No doubt.
With Richard's help, I'll be able to find Miley. For Hazel.
A reinforced container?
That lock's from the outside.
And the scent matching symbol.
Commonly used to store mortal bodies.
And a matching symbol. Ooh. I see some goodies. But I will mimic you in a minute. I've got another door I could check out before I go and do that. Anything to try to make it a little bit better for me. The ironic thing is that Richard's always constantly trying to treat her, but Richard's a Malkavian.
There's been blood in this glass. I never understood wasting vessels like that.
Dude. I'll take that.
A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us.
Here's a question. Why are we taking Kindred prisoner instead of just turning them into ash?
A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out.
Ah, finally, the cavalry. Thanks for coming.
It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself.
Okay.
They took him for dead. He's barely breathing.
But he is still breathing.
That's a knife wound. Bringing a knife to a gunfight?
No, can't look at anything else. Ah, there we go.
This one's missing
fingers. Hooray.
There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground. It must have been screwed onto an injection gun. And the fibrogen. That's an improved coagulant. I've heard that if it's used on one of our kind, it can keep us from regenerating. Or even using our powers. A real nasty concoction.
Hooray. EB2.
What's going on here? I'm just getting started. Well, actually, it has been an hour already. There's just so much evidence to collect.
You look like you've had better days.
It's not like this is my first crime scene, you know? But none of this adds up. It's the kind of case you take home with you. Go figure. What's with all these bodies in various states of decay? This shit is gonna give me nightmares you can't wake up from. And the feds are telling us not to ask any questions. Never met a talkative fed. And they graphed them poker faces at Quantico. But I can tell you one thing. They got here fast. Quicker than the blowflies. They took one look at the carnage and acted like it was just another day at the office.
What did I back in this room?
Examine the spatter trajectories. Get us enough data to calculate spray velocity. We'll need it. I'll keep collecting samples of blood and body fluids.
All right. He's not gonna leave like I wanted him to.
It's the reference of the container that was here. Torn off. Oh, Jara could have done that.
So that's probably Jara. But there's a crossover.
Two of us isn't overkill, if you pardon the expression.
Should have told him to leave instead. Alas.
This attack was prepared.
Wet clothes. Some sort of whip. With blood on it.
But that's not a nifty looking collar at all. So not thrilled with that. So not thrilled with that. He was getting tortured for something. Not seeing much else here. Guess I gotta go play a Fed. Okay.
What's going on here?
What's going on here is things you would be better off not knowing, honestly. Ugh. Missing anything over here first.
So there's just these three left to bring down?
At this security level, yes, Agent Olsen.
Do you know how much time we got left to get this done?
I've got no idea.
I see. And the missing Delta?
No, we still haven't found.
Seems to be in order here.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Watch where you're putting your feet.
Time to become a Fed. Where was that safe room? Huh. Overkill is an understatement. Pretty sure of that.
Guess they could use it as an excuse to add a door.
Well, let's hope this goes well. Because if not...
They had to get their weapons from somewhere.
Evening.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here. Holy shit. Everything's been burned. Everything.
That's bad.
A key. Well, you never know. Organs. Are they cutting us up into pieces?
Ooh, it's possible.
Wow. Am I seeing this right? They're collecting us. Bones. Probably a neonate. Rotting flesh. That kindred had been embraced recently. Dust. They didn't just kill neonates. I wonder who that was.
Magnetic key. Increases your technology by 1 for your next interaction. It's consumable, so it's a one-shot.
SAD. Same unit as the dead guy in the office. From the looks of their gear, they knew what they were getting into. It looks like armor. They also suffered losses. This one's missing an arm.
They found that
One
arm.
they found in the bathroom, I'm guessing. Something to dip someone into. Must be for the kind.
Don't touch those papers.
Shit. There are names on these files. I'd better get him out of here so I can take a look.
Don't bother with that. Those are Stanford's files.
It brings paperwork on a job like this?
Yes. So his novice can record whether they were captured or exterminated.
If they have intel on us, I have to find out what they know. His novice is busy, and...
Agent Olsen's got a lot to do. But he's handling it himself.
Oh, shall we push our luck? Yeah, I could feed on somebody else, but I will lose my last safe place for doing anything else.
I needed to see him anyway. I'll just take them to him.
Don't bother, he'll pick them up on the way to see Stanford.
Oh. Christ on a crutch.
Go put away what's on the table.
Okay.
Finally. Now I can take a look at those files.
I gotta go feed on somebody.
Targets. Numbered. With names.
Victor Chen, 54. Richard
They
Dunham.
even have a file on Richard. I think that's Dijon's child. Oh!
Miley Sellers.
Miley! They haven't taken her yet. Jara,
49.
already evacuated. She's on the council, I think.
I don't think we want to take those because it'll just make us suspicious.
Boxes.
Taking it's just gonna make us sus. But I damn well better feed on somebody or we're basically boned.
Sorry, I don't have the time.
Yeah, I don't have what I need here.
They showed no mercy. They burned both juice bags and kindred alike.
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about. Emmett Olson. What's he going to do with that?
Yep, I'll give you a hand in a minute.
Guys sure are efficient. You can say that.
I sense something. It's coming from over there.
I don't have the blood for a premonition.
Stop! You can't go in there. Monsignor's standing orders. No interruptions.
So Stanford is back there. But I just wanted to...
It's too dangerous, and you know it. If you've got something to give him, tell Olson is novice.
Suit yourself. But remember I warned you.
If I decide to go in there, I'd better be Olson.
Doppelganger. We did this talk to them to gather information over some conversation topics that will allow this to only be available by exploring your environment. Alright, let's go feed on somebody before I go and become Olson and live myself to so much risk. Oh, God. This is insane. Okay, if I drink the treated blood, I only get to use it once for the entire game. But it will eliminate 3 points of hunger and give me an extra point of obfuscate, but it increases my suspicion towards the other vampires. So it's one of those things that I'm personally thinking it's too early in the game for it. I mean, it's definitely a little too early for it. But if I get absolutely desperate, I surely will.
God, everything in this room is broken.
I do not have anybody left I can actually feed on. If so, I'm going to be pissed.
A gang war? Why not?
I don't have any safe places left.
There is an extensive amount of debris that's relatively concentrated.
Well, if I can't find somebody to... Oh, wait. I know where somebody is to feed on. Ugh.
So many bodies and so little blood.
It's gonna be the last person I could feed on, but just don't kill them. If you kill somebody by feeding, your suspicion level automatically goes up. And I'd really like to stay less suspect. So... right here, this is the suspicion level. Right now it's at 0, but I don't want to improve it. Period.
Come with me over there.
Right away.
You got it. No safe places left for me to feed. Oh, I've used way too much power today. Experience bonus, disciplines, the residents. Yep, there are. Nope, there's one safe zone left. Holy shit.
What kind of sicko would do that?
Alright, I gotta go become Olsen now. First, I gotta go talk to him. But I have looked at everything, so in theory...
They had to get their weapons from somewhere.
should be able to mimic him.
So, has forensics processed the bedrooms?
Yeah, I think so. They,
You think so? Isn't there anyone here that can inform me about anything? I've been asking for an hour. I must give Monsignor an update detailing how long this is going to take. Let's not keep him waiting then.
But the local police are
Just
very...
tell them Agent Olsen sent you. And we will see how high they are willing to jump. We still
that guy's
have
got
bodies
the
to evacuate
creeper
and samples to
smile.
recover.
Olsen. That's Monsignor Stanford's novice. I just had one quick question first.
Yes?
Puppet Master gained.
And I'm
Even
guessing
better.
Monsignor Stanford's not the type you want to piss off, right?
Indeed. But it is that same unwavering attitude that will one day save us all. These monsters are a corruption, and only the incorruptible can defeat them.
Speak for yourself, monster. I guess.
Doppelganger clue revealed.
But it is his calling to purify the world.
And to think they say I'm special. I was just thinking that it might be faster if I just went to tell Monsignor myself.
That's out of the question. He abhors being interrupted by anyone except myself.
But
I'll do it. I'm the only novice here.
Novice? So they have ranks.
It's for your own safety. Trust me. We know so very much, and still so very little about those we hunt.
Well, that's automatic, but that's gonna get me hungry, and I don't really want to do that.
I saw your instructions on the containers. Therefore...
My research.
Oh. You're studying the...
Specimens, more or less. I prefer to refer to it as salvation, purification.
He's a nut job. And a complete fanatic, too.
But now is neither the time nor the place to discuss theology.
Can't argue that, of course.
No.
All right, I'll let you get back to work. Perfect. Thanks, Olsen.
All right. Can only be activated in a safe zone. Activation generates no hunger. Just make sure not to run into the target. I have to sneak past his ass. Oh, I can do that. That's easy. That only requires a
They're
little bit of
collecting
stealth.
us. I can't believe it.
That only requires a little bit of obfuscation. Because I could stealth past, and then... Well, I could become him and then stealth past him. That should work. Operative word of the sentence is still should. Man, this place ate up
I can't even begin
so
to imagine how much
much.
the repairs are gonna cost.
Alright, how do I turn this thing on? I must have forgotten to do something with it. Shh. Thinking I still have to talk to him. Or I gotta do something else.
Got any room left in there?
I missed something. Still. Got the 3 pieces of info. But for some reason it won't let me dupe him. There we go. Trait gained. Foresighted. Identity stolen. Emmett Olson. Oh god, I hope I don't have to use any more freaking blood. I'm kind of curious what I got with that. Foresighted, minus 20 XP for upskate. I'm still too damn hungry. Probably have 1 safe space left, and I don't think I have anybody I can talk to. And there is still, of course, the suitcase.
The amount of blood suggests serious injuries.
Did tick the technology boost, so maybe we could try to hack it. Because I haven't found anything for it yet. Hack it. Got it.
Let's see what's in it. Supplier invoices, client files, all in Beryl Underwood's name.
Beryl. Submitting documents are a threat to the Masquerade if left in enemy hands. Make sure you recover them or destroy them, or suspicion will be increased. Suspicious item has been removed.
Better not leave that here. Otherwise, they'll trace it back to us.
Alright, time to become Olson. Sneak past Olson.
Hands on deck can't hurt.
Go talk to the Monsignor. And hope like heck that nothing else comes of it. Now we're going to sneak past everybody so he doesn't see himself. Because that will make for a very bad night. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That's not all, but I need to wrap this up.
No going back. Good luck.
Mom!
Halsey, Mommy knows what she's doing. Go wait for me at the elevator. I'll be right there.
Interesting. Oh God. I'm missing stuff and I don't want to.
You took your time, my son.
Oh, whoa.
Please forgive me, Monsignor.
I'm done with this wretched creature. I'll continue back at headquarters, where I have more appropriate tools.
You found some?
Speaking of headquarters, any news?
Nothing, Monsignor.
Bad. I was hoping to hear from our informant.
An informant?
No,
Now we have proof that their intel is reliable. Without the informant, we never would have found them so quickly. And utterly exposed.
So we were betrayed.
These monsters are as fickle and deceitful as the devil himself.
Do you know who...
Seeing them turn on each other, it's in their nature.
But the one who betrayed them...
None of them will ever surprise me, as you would have been wise to consider before approaching me.
I don't understand.
In St. Leopold's name, we will find you all, to the very last.
Well, shit. I still have to go get Miley's coffin, and I think I fucked that up. I missed a suspicious item? Okay. To Matt Grand Inquisitor at Stafford, you learned that there is a traitor in the Camarillah's ranks. You protected sensitive documents. You shattered an illusion to convince Richard to help you. You heard the last words of Natasha. You removed one suspicious item of 3. Residence bonus of Dominate. You could have spoken with an eyewitness to the attack. But I missed 2 suspicious items. That's great! Awesome! Oh, that was terrible. Awful and terrible and awful. Well, we know I'm definitely going to be playing through this again. Alright. Who do we choose next? Gala Bazzori or M.M. Lewis? Well, to be fair, we're just going to pick somebody and we're going to call it a night. Because that took a lot longer than I expected. Sadly, I have work tomorrow. No, wait. I don't. No, I do. Shoot. But I have an appointment at 9 o'clock in the morning. I have to go see a doctor. Because I need to get some stuff, and I have to see the doctor first. But let's pick out our next character, shall we? Caleb or MM? Man, I couldn't expect that these investigations would be so long. But don't get me wrong, I'm not really complaining about it, but, you know, it is what it is. So, who shall we try for next? Any thoughts? To be honest, I'm thinking Gala Bazori. Only because we haven't got to play him more than like 20 minutes. It's kind of annoying. That was the longest we've done with Leisha, and that was long. Holy smokes, that was long. And I still managed to miss things, and I'm so upset about it. Yep, we're going to go do Gala, but like I said, we're going to start, get into this part, and then kind of stop. Because it won't let me actually go out of the menu or anything until I actually start somebody, so. We don't have a whole lot of XP for him today, do we? Isn't that awesome? We could give him a level of... Nope, can't give him that. Can't do that. That's going to be too expensive. Definitely too expensive. So it's going to be... either a second point of something, which should probably be mental, to be honest. Which would be almost everything we have. Honestly, I'm thinking a point of mental and a point in technology and do it that way. Then I could actually, like, save the game and move on. Find somebody to raid. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to raid somebody. Oh, goody. I may need to go on a rescue mission. Could do physical. Could do mental. But considering we're looking for somebody, I think mental and technology is my best bet. There wasn't enough time to do anything with him, so there wasn't a lot of XP to get.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics.
Okay. Let me know when they get here.
Excuse me.
What did he do with the actual person that was in there? Caleb's asset with compass.
Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least. I'll know them when I see them.
Great. And he got his artifact, which is Caleb's azimuth compass. Caleb's adopted family made their fortune in the diamond trade in the 18th century. Caleb crossed the Atlantic many times, ferrying the precious cargo safely from Antwerp to Canada. Starting Masquerade, he learned all about astronomy and mathematics. He loved navigation. Chance of success of skills plus 10% for a tie. Risk of focus is reduced by 50%. In a dialogue, suspicion increases by 2 for every focus bonus point. It's not nice. High security key. Apparently forgot where to use that. Then get a key to the server room, which we did use, and of course, the blood. Alright, well, we're gonna stop here. But then we're gonna go raid somebody. Let's see who's on to go raid. I do hope everybody had fun and enjoyed this. This game was actually a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. But, oh my god, it's so easy to make mistakes in this one. Oh. But don't get me wrong, I mean, Leisha and Bizori and MM are not 13th generation vampires by any stretch. But I'm kind of annoyed that it's like being a completely brand new character. They should have a lot more experience and skill with this for that kind of generation. But, you know, that last scene with Lacia was extremely challenging. But it looks like the only person that's currently online right now is Slow Guy. That's okay. We rated him last time. We could rate him again today. That's fine. I like Slow. He is doing Morrowind. Elder Scrolls 3. Great game. Great game. So let's go say hello to Slow Guy. If you have not hit that follow button, please do. Then you'll know when I go live again. I'm going to be getting back into the habit of streaming a lot more often after work, which is after 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm going to be doing more games like this. I don't mind doing Vampire on days other than Sunday. I have started The Quarry on Saturdays, but if you want to see more of that, let me know. You can follow me on my Discord and my Twitter, as well as here on Twitch. Let me know what you guys want to see. There is a suggestion box, should be active. Tell me what games you want to see. Tell me what days you want to see them. And we'll go from there. It'll be a lot of fun. But I definitely appreciate everybody. I do hope everybody had a good time tonight. I really, really do. And we're going to be doing this again soon. Very soon. But in the meantime, we're going to go say hello to Slow Guy. Again, everybody, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I hope you all had a great time tonight. And if everything goes to plan, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.